Hello everyone, we're getting ready to vacuum seal these quail here that we butchered here on our tiny urban farm. This is quail meat. We're going to vacuum seal it with our Weston Pro-2100 vacuum sealer. So we just wanted to share everything with you guys to see how we go about processing on our tiny urban farm. Now, I just live in a regular residential area. I don't live in a farm. I live in an urban environment, and we raise rabbits for meat, and we use their poop as fertilizer, and we raise quail for meat and eggs. We raise quail for meat and eggs. See, here's some of the eggs right here. So that's what we do here on our tiny urban apartment. Plus we have a little garden going where we're growing things like cucumbers, squash, different types of peppers, tomatoes, you know, Swiss chard, so things that we're trying to get away from going to the grocery store. So if you're on TikTok, if you could tap that screen and give me some likes, I'd appreciate it. Tap that screen, give me some likes. And if you're on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you follow me or subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification so you can be notified when we upload additional videos. So we're going to get started now. First thing we need to do is we need to cut some of the bags so that it'll fit the quail in it. So we're going to move these quail out the way. Move these quail out the way. So when we get the vacuum sealer bag, which comes in a roll, they actually come in a roll. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the size that we need, and then we seal one side. We'll have to seal one side, put the quail in, and seal another side. Hey user, thank you. So make sure you guys tap that screen, give me some likes. Tap that screen, give me some likes. Give me up to 1,000 likes. I'm at what, 105. Tap that screen, give me some likes. Now, if anybody wants to buy quail meat, there's a link if you're on TikTok, it's on go to my bio and then go to my website. There's a company I work with that'll actually ship you quail meat. Or if you're on YouTube or Facebook, there's a link in the video description where you can click and it'll go through where you can have some quail meat shipped to you. Everything I raise here is just for my own consumption. So I don't, the only thing I will ship here is quail eggs. I'll ship fertile quail eggs. And those are the jumbo returning cross quail, which you're going to see me vacuum seal here in a minute. And I'll ship those to you. There's a link. If you're on TikTok, it's up on my bio. Go to my website. Or if you're on YouTube or Facebook, it's in the video description. Because I'm streaming on 3 different platforms right now. I'm streaming on 3 different platforms. There's 106 people on TikTok. Tap that screen, give me some likes. Tap that screen, give me some likes. Give me up to 1,000. Let's go, give me up to 1,000 likes. I've had this Weston Pro vacuum sealer for a long time. And the only thing I've had to change on it is these little strips that you see here. They'll start to, because there's adhesive on the other side, and they'll start to buckle. And when they buckle up, it won't get a good seal right there where it buckles. So I've got extra ones now, so now I know, like there's a little buckle in it right here. So when I vacuum seal them, I'll make sure that I'll move it to the side so that when it won't have because that buckle will make it so it doesn't seal all the way right there, and then be a little air hole. So I don't want the air hole. So basically this is what we do, is we just take these bags and we cut them about the size that we need. So we're going to cut them right about here. That might be a little small. And this is what we do to seal the bag. We just stick it inside the sealer, put the start button and then manual seal. And there should be a seal right here on the top. Should be a good seal right there on the top. Okay. So we're gonna make a bunch of these. Because we're gonna do, we got 23 quail, and we're gonna do 3 quail per bag. So that's about what I need for a meal for myself. So what is that? 7 bags? 6 bags, 7 bags I think it is. So 7 times 3 is 21. So 8 bags. So we did 1. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Anybody have any questions? One more. These are jumbo Craternix cross quail. One of my viewers on TikTok asked what kind of quail, and these are Craternix, jumbo Craternix quail. And I raise these here on my tiny urban farm, in my tiny urban environment. So if you follow me or subscribe to my channel and check out some of my videos, you'll see my setup on how I raise them. But I share, you know, everything I'm doing here. Done. I think we did 8 of them. And now we'll start vacuum sealing them. They're so much easier than chickens. They're not noisy like a chicken. You get just as much egg production out of a quail that you do a chicken. It just takes a little bit, few more eggs in order, you know, it takes 3 quail eggs to get an actual chicken egg size. Seal right across there. Bears and cougars, so they have to be secured. Yeah. My quail are in my garage. I raise my quail in the garage. These quail, I think, were 10 to 12 weeks old when I harvested them. 10 to 12 weeks old when I harvested these quail. I don't weigh them. I mean, I probably should have weighed them to see, you know, what their weight was. But I was more concerned with, you know, clearing out the space because, and they were making too much dang noise. Because quail they'll crow. The roosters, they crow too much for me. And I'm in an urban environment, so I'm trying to, you know, stay low profile on what I'm doing here. But they were crowing and they were just making too much noise. So I was like, it's time to go. It's time to go. So basically, we take our vacuum seal bag, the seal's at the bottom, and we just want to put some quail inside of here. There's 3 quail. And that's enough for a meal for myself. What we do is we just stick this onto the sealer, making sure that it's flat. Hit start, and the sealer will take all the air out. Yes, I am. I hatch my own eggs as well. I hatch my own eggs. I have, you know, incubator, and I hatch my quail myself. And so it's a constant reproductive system because I keep some of the males, so I keep like a 4 or 5 hens to roosters. 4 or 5 hens to the roosters. Look at that. Vacuum sealed quail. Let's get another bag. Load up 3 more. Get on the sealer, make sure it's flat. Get started. Yeah, I've got a couple of video of how I cook it. I barbecue them mostly, yes, but I got videos of how I cook my rabbit as well. Make sure you follow me or go to my YouTube channel if you want to see how I actually process the animals, because I share that on YouTube. Okay, it's making you hungry, huh? Okay, look at that. Vacuum sealed quail meat. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Make sure you tap that screen. We're at what, 1,200. Get me up to 2,000 likes. Give me up to 2,000 likes. If you want to get some quail meat, there's I work with a company that'll ship it to you. Go to my website. Click the link in my bio. Go to my website, or if you're on YouTube or Facebook, go to there's a link in the video description where they'll ship quail meat to you. I think you get 4 of them shipped to you. 4 fresh ones. Three more. time, man. Look at that. Don't that look good? Don't that look good? Lots of sand and no water. Let's see what else we got here. You gonna cook something? Okay. I'm actually gonna cook some quail today. Can their diet affect how the meat tastes? Probably, but I can't tell the difference. But mine are fed, just pellets from the feed store, nothing fancy. And they get microgreens every now and then. Most likely, yeah. Are you going to start raising chickens in your food garden? Okay. That's the way to go. Get your own food. I mean, literally, you go to the grocery store, you don't know how it was fed, how it was raised, and it's expensive. And raising these animals here myself is not cheap. It's probably cost just the same as buying it from the store or more. But I created this. You know what I'm saying? I made these things breed. I raised them. I fed them. I process them myself. I cook them myself. The next project that I'm working on is going to be a biodigester. We're going to process the quail poop and turn it into a cooking gas. So I'm going to build a biodigester because that's all. These quails poop a lot, so that's what I'm going to do is build a biodigester to use that poop for fertilizer. So that's my next project I'm going to be starting on here. Yeah, and so how many quail do I process a week? I really don't process them weekly because when I incubate eggs, I only do 50 eggs at a time, and I end up with about 35 hatching out of the 50. And so sometimes people buy the young, the newly hatched chicks from me. Sometimes they don't. So these 23 that I butchered a couple days ago. Nobody bought any of them from me, and I had probably about 12 hens as well. So I kept the hens to add it to my flock, and I butchered all the roosters, and that's what these are. So I've got another batch that's growing out that I think has 9 roosters, but I sold a bunch of them already. So I got about 9 roosters and 9 hens. and then I got a batch that's supposed to be hatching. They went on lockdown 2 days ago, so those are in the incubator right now. So those should be hatching in the next day or two, and then from there, once those hatch, they'll go into the incubator. I mean the brooder, and then we'll start some more eggs in the incubator. Thank you for those likes, I appreciate it. Thank you for those likes, I appreciate it. Now, one of the things is when you're vacuum sealing, you want it to be as dry as possible, because if it has a lot of liquid or anything, when the vacuum is sucking it up, it'll suck it up and it'll come, and this will be full of the liquid, and then sometimes it'll go into this little channel right here. So I always have some paper towels to wipe that channel out if it gets wet with the liquid. No, quail are vicious. They're gonna find somebody in their cage, and then they're gonna just peck at them. Quail are vicious. Dude, I've had them where they pecked out their eyes. And so, you know, it's like, literally, so you just kind of got to have extras to fill in because they're vicious. Yep, they scalp each other. Yep. They pick on the weakest one or something. I don't have no rescue. It's survival of the fittest in my cages. Survival of the fittest. I mean, I got that 1, 2, 3. I'm cooking quail today, so I'm gonna save 2 of them. I'm not gonna vacuum seal because I'm gonna cook those 2 today. Actually, I want to do 3. So this time we're only gonna bag up 2. So I'm gonna cook up 3 of them. It's called a gladiator cage. You gotta figure it out. Okay, so 14 to 18 days incubation. Then these are about 12 weeks old, 10 to 12 weeks old. That one's got 2. These are about 10 to 12 weeks old. So check it out. These are my quail. These are going into the freezer. Let me get a Ziploc for the other ones. I'm cooking these 2 today, or these 3. These are going on the grill today. these three, they're not getting vacuum sealed. They're just going to go into a Ziploc bag. They'll go into a Ziploc bag. So now what I do is I just turn this off and I'll wipe it down with some disinfecting wipes so I can put it back up, store it back away. Move it out the way. So now I just write down on here what these are. Hey Beth, good morning. Write what these are and then the date. We go. That's what we got today. 23 of these Quail vacuum sealed, ready for the freezer. So we just write what it is, Quail, and then the date. Probably backwards. See it that way. Like that. Writing down what it is and the date. So we're going to cook this one today. These are 3 of them here. We're going to cook these today. The other ones are going to go into my freezer. So that's how I vacuum seal my quail meat. So if anybody wants to buy quail meat, there's a link in the video description on YouTube and Facebook, or if you're on TikTok, go to my website. There's a link on my bio to go to my website where you can buy quail meat. So everybody, I'm going to end this live now, so I can go put these in the freezer and put this one in the refrigerator, and then I'm going to come back live again probably in about 30 minutes when I'm getting ready to do my daily chores. So I'll see you guys back when you come back.